by the time you see this video, I'll be in Goodwood at the Goodwood Revival, something I've wanted to do for a few years. I'll be dressed in tweed with a flat cap on, and there's going to be no videos of that. So before I went, and because I'm not having time to do another video, I thought I'd have a little walk around with you and tell you where we're at with the various cars, various projects that we've got going on. And we'll start with my favourite, the SD1. Let's have a look. So, the SD1, the last time you saw it, and what I'll do on all these videos is I'll link the previous videos at the top so you can look back on it. The last time you saw it, I think we flocked the interior, we flocked the dashboard. Now the interior on the SD1's pretty much done, doesn't really need anything. I've flocked a few bits, and although it's not quite the right colour, we can sort that later. So the interior's done. Mechanically, brakes and suspension wise, the car is good, although I have got a rear disc conversion, uprated rear suspension to put on, and a full poly bush kit. I'll do a video on that at some point. I've also got a big brake conversion using Jaguar discs on the front. I'm having the adapters made, so I'll do a video on uprating the front brakes on an SD1 as well. Engine wise, I think the last time you saw it, it was T-Series, just T-Series, and it kind of still is. That's where we're at with the engine. We're having a few fitment issues. I need the engine out of a 620 Ti, and this is out of a 220 Tomcat, so although it fits, it doesn't really fit. It's a few issues to sort, but we'll get there with it. I've got a few plans for this, a few plans to get back on the road a little bit quicker. I'm not really sure where I'm headed with all that yet, but yeah, so the SD1's here. There'll be a few little videos coming out on it soon. I haven't really touched it for a couple of weeks, which is annoying me a bit because I've missed the last few shows of the season, but it will be coming back soon. Next we've got the Midget 1275 MG Midget. Again, video should be linked somewhere. This was supposed to be a quick summer project, rescue an MG Midget. It wasn't accident damaged in any way, like some of the other cars we've been messing around with. It had been caught in the floods. We've replaced all the brakes, all the suspension, we've redone the ignition system, we've redone a lot of it, but it's not been without its troubles, as you've probably seen in the previous videos. We've had to do all the hydraulics, the brake hydraulics, clutch hydraulics, and now we're having issues with the gearbox. So it's got a very noisy release bearing, and the gearbox is making some alarming noises. We took it for a little test run and it weren't good. We really do need to do something with this because winter's coming and it's obviously not a winter car. We don't have any indoor storage for it, so yeah, we need to get that done. I think it's going to be an engine out job to change the clutch, but it needs to be done. We've still got to, I seem to think it's on rubber bumper springs front and rear, because as you can see the ride height is massively high. It shouldn't be that high at all, so I think we're going to have to lower it because it looks ridiculous. And we have got a complete new interior for it, but as you can see it's not fitted yet. We are going to have to do something with this car. I can't have it just sat like this. It's mad, and I do really like it. I had a Midget myself that was this colour, 1275, and I really enjoyed driving it. I need to get this one done. This will probably be next, actually. Yeah, right, next we're on to the 850 T5R. Now, I've just released a video on this. I do need to put the petrol cap back on. I keep forgetting where the bolts are. They're in Mel's toolbox, but I will get that refurbed. And as you saw in the last video, we got it completely... Has that all just come down it rain? It has, hasn't it? We got it completely rebuilt, and this is now ready to go to the paint shop. It's very dirty. I want to wash it before it goes to the paint shop, just so it's nice and clean for him. Things like this, don't worry about it, because the arch liner makes it fit, and the bumper, to be honest, is a terrible fit. We're actually going to get a new black plastic top part. I don't know if it'll show up, but it's got a crease in it, which it shouldn't have. The black plastic part is actually separate to the painted part, so we're going to get a new black plastic. The bumper needs to go back and in. As you can see, it don't really line up there, and if you have a look on this side, it does. So obviously that's going to be held like there when the arch liner's on. so it lines up nice on that side, not on that side. We need to get that sorted. We need to fit a bonnet catch. Nobody likes the pieces of wire, but for the most part this is ready to go to the paint shop, and then when it comes back, just a few more bits and an MOT, and this will be ready for the road. So yeah, pretty close with the 850. Next, is the Supra, Mark III Supra. I've done quite a few videos on the channel. Nobody seemed to really want to watch the videos. Nobody seemed to love it, which is mad because it's brilliant and we love it to bits with its totally legal front number plate. This has been the daily since the SD1 came off the road. This has been the daily car. We've used it for absolutely everything. We went on holiday to the Lake District.
I just fell over.
You falling over?
Yeah.
We went on holiday to the Lake District in it like last week. We've just been to the driver's collection showing it today. It's the 1st of September. A few things have been happening with it. We lost a windscreen trim, so that's not ideal. A few other bits need sorting on it. It's got a terrible exhaust system on it. That's rotten and completely needs replacing. We seem to be shedding bits of trim, which is not ideal, and for now we've had to plug a few holes in the boot lid using duct tape. But to be fair to it, it's got us absolutely everywhere we want to go. It's been running perfectly. It's not let us down, and it's just been a great car, and you just don't see them. There was a lot of cars at the driver's collection today, a lot of really cool rare cars. We've not seen another Mark III Supra. Have we seen another Mark III Supra at a show? No,
not this year, no.
So the plans for this in the future are overhaul the gearbox. The gearbox has never been its strongest point. They are a bit of a weak point on Mark III Supras. We're going to put a custom exhaust on it front to back, and then I think once that's done, a few new suspension bushes, and then the main thing in the next year for this is going to be a complete respray in quite a custom colour, which we'll leave as a secret for now. And I think when we get to stripping it down for the respray and perhaps fitting exhaust, we'll do a couple more videos on it, because I don't really care if no one watches it. I really like it, so we're going to do them. We've also got some other bits like clear lenses, and at some point we'll buy a bonnet badge, a nose cone badge, but they're like 120 quid, so not for now. Next, lastly, is the P6. I think you'll have only just seen a video on this. If I've got it right, the video on this should come out tomorrow, which is the 2nd. The video on this should come out on the 2nd, which pretty much catches you up to date. So we'll not really go into too much detail on this, but obviously, as you saw in the video, we've chopped the entire front end off. Quite scary, really. We've got to carry on cutting till we get to this flange all the way across, and so we're going to be drilling the spot welds out across there and there to take basically that L shape out all the way across and all the way across to get rid of the accident damage. The car runs brilliant, to be fair. Did run brilliant. I have actually removed the entire alarm system out of it. I got a bit carried away with a pair of side cutters because it's the only tool I could find, and so I chopped the entire aftermarket alarm system out. So I'm not really, and I've not run it since then. So there is a bit of soldering to do, but as you saw in the Volvo video, I'm an absolute pro at soldering now, so I'll get that done soon. I always like them when they get to this point, because once they've got no more damaged parts on, it's like, right, okay, we've reached the worst part, so everything from here is like a bonus. But I really like the P6, as I think I mentioned in other videos. My first car when I was 14 was a P6, so I've got a real soft spot for it. So if it doesn't, if no one wants it when it's done, I'll just keep it. But yeah, we've got a lot to do on this. Obviously this is only in early stages. We need new tyres on it, we've got to put the front end on it, we've got to get it painted. But yeah, this one will come together hopefully quite quick. I don't want it sat here. And then I think that's about it. They're the projects we've got. That's where we're at with them. The videos are going to hopefully get more regular. I've been doing editing on a PC that's not really very good for video editing. I've actually had a friend of mine build a PC for me, which should be good for video editing. He's really good with computers, so all I can tell you about it is it glows quite a few cool colours. So apparently it's going to be amazing for video editing, so the video should come out more often, but please do bear in mind that I've got a 8:30 till 5:30 job. We like to go out to car shows, we've got a busy life, and doing the cars is secondary. I do like making the videos, but it sometimes don't work out exactly as I want it to. No new projects for the foreseeable future. Obviously winter's coming. Winter's coming. And I want to get rid of pretty much everything apart from the SD1 and the Supra, so over winter we can kind of work on them, consolidate what we've got. Well, I've got a few little plans, but nothing concrete yet. So yeah, basically just concentrating on these. The Volvo will be going to the body shop in the next few days. The Midget will be next. Supra is just going to keep on trucking. It's going to take us to Revival. And the P6 is kind of a slow burn. It's going to take a little while, but it is what it is. So yeah, click on a few of the links, watch a few of the older videos, see if there's something that you like. Any comments or suggestions are always welcome. And as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in a week or so when I'm back from the Revival. Cheers.